Welcome back to our On the Inside pregame show. I'm live here in Stillwater, Oklahoma, as Nebraska gets set to take on the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Right now, I'm with the Moore family from Crete, Nebraska, and they want to say go Big Red.
Go Big Red!
Go Big Red! There you have it, guys. So we have found some Husker fans here in Stillwater. I have a feeling there will be plenty more of that to come. That's right, guys. The rumors continue to swirl on possible conference realignment, and it appears that Nebraska is right in the middle of it. The Board of Regents meeting this morning where they kind of said, hey, we're going to submit an application, and then just this afternoon the Big Ten accepted that application. A couple of things I thought were interesting when Harvey Perlman and Tom Osborne spoke at the Board of Regents meeting. One of those, when Harvey Perlman said that he does not believe that Nebraska bears the responsibility of the Big 12 breakup. He said the conference can still function with the 10 teams it has now. I'm here with a very famous Husker fan. This is Larry the Cable Guy. Larry, hey, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it today.
Yeah, you got it.
Talk about this matchup a little bit. You're down here in Stillwater. How have the people been?
Well, I'm actually, I had a show to do tonight in Tulsa. So I'm going to get to watch till halftime. Then I got to go back because I got a show tonight at 7:30. But it's going to be fun. I got to tell you, I always like coming down here. The people down here at Oklahoma State are really nice. And, I just feel bad for them that got us at a bad time, because they're really upset about last week. So, we'll try not and hurt them too bad.
Coming off the loss, is Bo going to have his guys ready to play?
That was a tough thing to say, surrounded by Oklahoma State fans, Now, does Bo have what?
Is Bo going to have his team ready to play after the Texas loss?
Yes, of course he will. He's a great coach. We're lucky to have Bo Pelini, and I'm a huge supporter of him. I hope he stays around for 25, 30, 40 years.
Final score prediction from Larry the Cable Guy today.
You know what? I think I hate saying this with Oklahoma State fans around, but
they're nice.
They're good fans.
Yeah.
They're good fans. But I've only been slugged 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
I say that we will probably. Here's my prediction: 38-17. I think we'll win it.
38-17.
They won't get over 20 points.
Okay, very good. Hey, Larry, thanks for. I know you got to go. Go enjoy the game. Thanks for joining me.
I'll do it. Huskers #1. Get her done.
All right. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Enjoy the game.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it, guys. Larry the Cable Guy says the Huskers are going to win by 3 touchdowns.
July 1st, 2011 is the expected start date of Nebraska heading to the Big Ten. How did we get to this point, Ryan?
Well, a lot of speculation and rumors, but now everything's been confirmed, so I guess that's good. Well, with Colorado leaving yesterday and the possibility that the Pac-10 could even expand further than that with more Big 12 teams, Chancellor Harvey Perlman and Athletic Director Tom Osborne thought Nebraska would be vulnerable in that position, so they chose to act instead of just kind of see what happened, and this is kind of what they came up with, is getting acceptance into the Big Ten Conference. And they also wanted some stability. They felt like the Big 12, even if they survived this go-around, in 2 or 3 years we might be back to the same position. So they just wanted that stability, and the Big Ten Conference provides that stability, and they've been a model pretty much over the years. And they also have the Big Ten Network, which also helps with not only revenue, but meaning the conference will be stable the next couple of years. As you said, 3 of the last 4 state titles, and this year going into it, they wanted to add to that. Now, Lincoln Pius and Crete both knew they were going to go to the playoffs this year, but let's face it, who wants to go into the postseason coming off of a loss? Both teams looking to win tonight. Hey, the Toyota Sienna, look at all the kids piling out of that one. This one's for all you football moms out there. First quarter, Crete punting, but Pius fumbling. Vince Krejci recovers, and that would lead to a Crete field goal, so the Cardinals go up 3-0 in the first quarter. Next Crete possession, Trevor Florendo breaking through, and he is gone. 90 yards in all on this touchdown run for Florendo, and it's 10-0 Cardinals, just like that, and we're still in the first quarter. But hang on, here come the Thunderbolts in the second quarter. Pius going to the ground game, and DJ Dubas from 6 yards out, and Pius back in the game. It's 10-7. The very next Pius possession, it's going to be Curtis Danik also running the ball well, and he's in for the score. It's 14-10. Pius taking the lead at halftime. Third quarter, more Thunderbolts and more from the ground game. This time it's Drew Welsh with the little misdirection, and he's in for the touchdown. 21-10 Pius. And then in the fourth quarter, after Pius stopped Crete on a 4th and 1, DJ Dubas, again, his second TD of the game. That was the dagger, the final score. 28-16. Pius wins it, and they go into the playoffs at 7-2. The story tonight, they were led by their senior three-headed monster on the ground. Tonight, the Pius Thunderbolts, and I'm here with Mr. Welsh and Mr. Danik and Mr. Dubas. All three of these guys, seniors, scoring touchdowns tonight. How did it go for you?
Oh, well, for me it started off pretty bad. I made a couple mistakes, but everyone was telling me to just keep my head up, and I did, and I put that stuff behind me, and it feels good to come out and beat the two-time defending state champs.
All right, Curtis, how does it feel? All three seniors, all three guys scored touchdowns tonight in a big win.
It feels great. It just shows that all the seniors have talent, and it's not just one person in the game that can score. So,
DJ, the big man up the middle, 2 touchdowns tonight. How did that feel?
it was pretty nice.
What was working for you guys?
Just about everything.
All right, guys, you're going to the playoffs. Big win. Congratulations. Take it away. Nebraska found many questions surrounding their first loss of the season, and Husker head coach Bo Pelini is searching for the answers.
It's not an easy thing to put your finger on. Is it lack of focus? I don't know. Is it too much want to? I don't know what it is.
Following the film session of the Texas game, NU came away with some staggering numbers on defense, 28 missed tackles.
A lot of it was just overzealous guys trying to make the big hit in open field when you just gotta, a good tackle in the open field is getting the guy down. That's how you gotta approach it. You can't always go for the big hit in an unrestricted space.
The offense had their share of mistakes as well, with 8 dropped passes.
Execution. Not shooting yourself in the foot. Not putting the ball on the ground. Not false starting. Not, clean up our game.
Bo was quick to point out that all of Nebraska's goals still remain intact, including winning a Big 12 championship, but that also means NU can't dwell on the mistakes they made here against Texas, because Oklahoma State provides a whole new set of challenges for the Big Red.
I think we focus more on ourselves. We focus on getting fixed what needs to get fixed on the offensive side of the ball when it comes to the missed opportunities we had last week.
What I do is I man up to my mistakes in that game, just like as well as everybody else did, man up to their mistakes, and we all looked in the mirror and we came back and said, we got a good team. We have a really good team, and if we play our ball game, we win out the rest of the season.
The now one-loss Huskers couldn't get redemption against Texas, but NU can redeem themselves with a win in Stillwater. Covering the Huskers, Ryan Gager, Channel 8 Eyewitness News, Sports. Hey everyone, how's it going? Well, today's game marked the return of Husker great quarterback Turner Gill as Nebraska welcomed Kansas to Memorial Stadium today. NU, ranked 8th in the BCS, was looking to not falter to a 3-6 Kansas team. We head to Memorial Stadium for the highlights of this one. Huskers coming out of the tunnel walk, and who do they see on the other sidelines? But that man, Turner Gill, wearing the Jayhawk blue. First quarter, Kansas got the ball first, and they're going for it on 4th and 6, but the Husker defense up to the challenge. Dejon Gomes with the sack. The Husker offense would have to punt on their first 2 drives, but the third drive they get it going. Taylor Martinez starts at quarterback, but that's Rex Burkhead out of the Wildcats scoring from 5 yards out. The touchdown makes it 7-0 Big Red. Second quarter, more black shirts. This time it's Jared Crick with the sack as Kansas goes 3 and out. Next possession for the Huskers. Zone read play. Roy Halou Jr. 20 yards to the house. 14-0 Nebraska at halftime in the second half. Third quarter, more NU defense. How about Jared Crick? Again, this guy was a beast today. 6 sacks from the defense in all. They held Kansas to just 87 total yards. Alex Henry would kick through a couple of field goals. Nebraska winners today. Not pretty, but they get it done 20-3 over Kansas. NU now 9-1 overall, 5-1 in the conference. Here's Husker quarterback Taylor Martinez after the game. To high school football now, as we have reached the state semifinals, and today a matchup of 2 of the best in Class B, undefeated Crete taking on the undefeated and 2-time defending state champs Aurora. The big question for Aurora today, though, would quarterback Tyson Brockmeyer play after suffering a concussion in their win over McCook? We head to Crete in the campus of Doane College of Birth in the state championship game on the line. We would get our answer right away as Aurora starting QB Tyson Brockmeyer does not play due to that concussion. However, Crete on their first possession looks good in the first quarter. Brock Sherman bulldozes his way in for the score, 6-0 Crete after the missed extra point. Now, Aurora driving. Austin Smith in the Wildcat hits Matt Grosshands deep. A nice catch there. Sets up a 4th and goal now from the 2. Austin Smith keeps it himself, gets in for the touchdown, 6-6 at halftime. We have a ball game. Third quarter, Aurora backed up in their own end zone, and there's Crete getting the safety, so the Cardinals take an 8-6 lead. Now in the fourth quarter, Aurora, 4th and goal from the 9. The fake field goal is on. Bo Simmons hits Matt Grosshands in the back of the end zone. Look at that catch as he gets a foot down. Touchdown. 12-8. Aurora takes the lead at that point, but later in the fourth, Crete responding. Brock Sherman again, just give it to this guy all day. He's a monster. Cards go back up 15-12 on that touchdown run. Aurora's last chance, 4th and 5. They go with the double pass just out of the reach of Jacob Schaefer. So Crete hangs on to win 15-12, and the Cardinals are on to the state finals. Here's sports reporter John Treach with more. The Nebraska women's basketball team had their season opener today. A year after winning 32 games and advancing to the Sweet 16, the Huskers looking to build on that season, starting out facing a Vermont team that was also in the NCAA tournament last year. Fresh faces at NU after graduating 3 starters. Highly touted freshman Jordan Hooper playing in her first game for the Big Red. We start off in the second half with Nebraska shooting lights out from beyond the arc. Lindsey Moore, one of her 5 threes. She had a game-high 17 points, more outside shooting. Caitlin Burke, after sitting out last year, she's back in action, and she was hot today. 4 for 4 from the land of 3. She had 12 points. NU cruising, building a huge lead. Later second, NU running the floor now. Burke feeding to Dominique Kelly. Bucket and the foul. Kelly had 13 points. Yori's team, well, they just put it on cruise control from there. Here's the freshman, Jordan Hooper, knocking down the 3. She hit 3 3-balls, had 15 points. Nebraska makes a school record 17 3-pointers. Your final score, 95-38. The Huskers roll big over Vermont. Connie Yori's team off to a great start, 1-0 on the season. They play Wednesday night as well. But also a big win for Nebraska today. They get the win over Kansas. Wasn't a pretty win, but they get it done. Another win in the Big 12 is always a good win. Now they go face Texas A&M at Kyle Field. It should be a tough match for the Huskers. If they get it, they're Big 12 North champs.
All right, well, great. Thanks, Ryan, and we'll be right back. Stay with us.